My daughter Christiana is also a music teacher, and these are her musings from about 9 hours ago. Why does Aaron Copland's music make me so sad? I was listening to one of my favorite albums tonight while on a long post-dinner walk. Copland Conducts Copland, Appalachian Spring, Lincoln Portrait, and Billy the Kid's Suite with the London Symphony Orchestra. As I listened, I tried to figure out where this achy feeling was coming from. It must be that his music reminds me of an idealistic version of America I believed in as a kid. I remember hearing a lot of Copland growing up, and I vividly remember watching the Lincoln Portrait on PBS with James Earl Jones narrating. It instilled in me a feeling of hope and wonder, and a longing for adventure and opportunity. We took several road trips across the country in the 90s when gas was cheap, and I got to see more of her amber waves of grain and purple mountain majesties during my childhood than most people probably do in a lifetime. Thanks for this, Mom and Dad. You're welcome. And now, as a less naive but still idealistic adult-type person, I long for that America I knew as a kid. Sure, the landscape is still beautiful, but it's tainted by the awfulness of its citizens. My heart breaks every day as I scroll through posts about black people being murdered, international students being kicked out of the country, people dying because they can't afford health care, essential workers who are coughed on for insisting people wear masks, artists and musicians who have lost their entire year's income and possibly more, parents who can't afford to stay home to educate their kids, young people and not so young people being crippled by student loan debt, and politicians who don't give a rat's ass about anything that doesn't put money in their pockets. I think she's on the right track. I think it's our own damn fault. What is it going to take for Americans to realize what a goddamn fucking mess we've made of things? When are we going to pull our heads out of our asses and start giving a shit about other people? All these issues, as far as I'm concerned, stem from people caring more about themselves and those in their inner circles than they do about others. Why don't we want everyone to have health care? Who wouldn't want that? Why are police still walking free for murdering black people? Why aren't people wearing a goddamn mask to keep others from catching a deadly virus? And how did our political system become so corrupt that both candidates in our wonderful two-party system are elitist, rich, corporate assholes who don't give a fuck about the working class? Oh, and don't have a great track record with not raping women either. I want America to be what it could be, the land of freedom and opportunity and all the beautiful things from the songs I grew up singing. I want people to realize that we're stronger when we take care of each other. I want people to acknowledge the fact that they just might hold on to certain beliefs or ways of thinking because it's what they've been told to think by their political party. I'll add to that the political parties are being told what to think and what to say and what to do by the oligarchs who own all the mainstream media. So the narrative is being managed most of all by the mainstream media. And most of the arguments you're having with people, dear daughter, are being framed in the way the mainstream media want them to be framed. There are other institutions too. Educational institutions, religious institutions. We've been brainwashed since we were infants. Somewhere we picked up the value system that we should be rugged individualists and not give a shit about each other. You and I both grew up in the church, and I don't remember Jesus ever saying anything remotely like that. So I agree with your conclusions. We need to do better. That's all. Good night.